Hey, it's AT time. My name is Ron Freeman, and today on Animation Trainers, we're going to be starting a new series here called Spot the Principles, in which a sequence of animation will be looked at by a guest, who will then have 60 seconds to spot as many animation principles as they can, and I will then have 60 seconds to spot as many animation principles as I can without repeating any of the ones that the guest spotted. And our first guest is Ava Rothman, who is a high school senior and is studying animation, and is actually a student of Animation Trainers. Hi, Ava. How's it going?
Hi. I'm good. How about you, Ron?
I'm very well, thank you. So I'm excited to do this with you. Thank you very much for agreeing to do it. So we are using Sync Sketch, and we have a clip from Tangled up that we are going to look at now. And first, we're just going to watch it through. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Who's that?
They don't like me.
Who's that?
They don't like me either.
Who's that?
Let's just assume for the moment that everyone in here doesn't like me.
Here.
I waited a long time for this.
Oh, Mama, I have got to get me one of these. Ah! You should know that this is the strangest thing I've ever done. How about 2 out of 3?
All right, so there's the clip right there. Let me go ahead and stop that. We'll go ahead and scrub back to the beginning. So I'm going to use the stopwatch, and Ava will now have 60 seconds to call out as many animation principles as she can spot. And she can spot them, she can do one for each scene, or whatever she's comfortable with. So, are you ready, Ava?
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, here we go. On the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
So when they first burst through, I'd say that would be a sign of anticipation and also a secondary action. When they move back, their faces also squash and stretch to show emotion. Anticipation would be them skidding to a stop here and also reaching to pull out their swords. Her hair would move in an arc, considering it starts like here and then we move out here. There's also a little bit of squash and stretch going on as she's squeezing down, and then her hair is also moving in an arc as she winds it back. Her hair also wraps in an arc to wrap around the beam as she hoists herself up. There's also a little bit of squash and stretch going on as...
All right, that's 1 second. So that was great. Okay, so that was 1 second. So now I'm going to I'll just even start from here, so that way I know I'm not repeating anything that you already called out. So here we go. On the count of 3, we'll do 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. So obviously there's an arc right there when he draws out the sword, right? Okay, so that look over there is, you'll notice that in the staging, it's very clear here that there's this negative space, and you can if you filled this in with a silhouette, you'd be able to see what it was. So obviously big arcs here, right? Exaggeration here in order to make sure that reads even though it happens quickly. Anticipation right here where he's getting ready to, to stab, like so. Obviously arcs there. You'll notice there was a nice kind of looking smear there. There's actually, I think they actually put a smear in the animation right there, or it's on subframes. But here you have another arc, and a really nice arc, but also in an anticipation, you'll notice he's sitting there, and then the timing, right? Boom. And then coming around. Oh, okay. Well, we'll take a look and see how many each one of us had. Do you think I won?
I think you win. Yeah, you win. You
So,
won.
It looks like I might have won, and that's fine. You know, that's cool. The whole purpose of this, honestly, is not about who wins or who loses, because watching this and looking at this, the whole purpose of this game is to increase our eyes as animators of looking for movement and looking for aspects of those things in order to pick them out in the reference that we see, and so that we can implement it into our own work. So thank you, Ava, very much for agreeing to participate in this first session, and I'm sure that we will see you again in future ones. My goal is to honestly have professionals in the industry, educators, all kinds of people play the game. So thank you again for participating.
Yeah, of course, anytime. This was really fun. I'd love to come back again.
Awesome. Okay, great. Thank you so much. And if you enjoyed, please comment down below if there were any principles that you spotted that we didn't mention. And if you want to make sure that you don't miss any future videos in this series or any of the other videos that we post here on Animation Trainers, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and switch that bell. And would you like a private session with me where we can work on your animation skills, working with me directly one-on-one? Then please visit our website at animationtrainers.com and schedule a session with me. My name is Ron Friedman, and we'll see you for our next video here at Animation Trainers. In the meantime, keep it moving.